Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey y'all, this is Nashville recording artist Kaleb Sanders, and you're listening to the Grand Slam of music, sports, and entertainment on the Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and thwn.org and on iHeartRadio podcasts.
And welcome inside the Backstage Pass. Always a busy day full of shows, and of course, high school football keeping us busy right there on the Sports Guys podcast.com, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, iHeartRadio podcast, thwn.org, YouTube, Facebook, we're everywhere. Presented by our friends at JK Subaru, Southeast Texas. Your car buying experience is about to change. JKSubaru.com, and of course, our friends at the Morrell Law Firm, KC Beck Music, and our friends at Chandler Marie Music, and also Barkley Music and Media. Speaking of music out there, we caught him during CMA week. If you guys tune in for the coverage across all the affiliates out there too, and he's knocking on doors with a new one called Heartbreak Carousel across all those DSPs. It is October, my favorite month of the year, and obviously it's probably his favorite month. Releasing new music, the one, the only Kaleb Sanders to the program. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
That's good. We were just talking about that, reminiscing, like we hadn't seen each other since June. It feels like ages ago, doesn't it?
Yeah. Time is just rolling by.
So, hey, speaking of that, too, do you remember what you ate that week? It went by so fast. Do you remember what you had for food?
There's no way I could. Well, maybe I remember like a burger in the lounge or something. I don't know, but yeah, no idea.
Yeah, no idea what ate that week. And I forgot to. I think the only meal I remember was the Chicago pizza deep dish or something. We went to 312 Pizza over in Germantown. And that was pretty good by the Sounds ballpark. So I think that's the only meal that I remember that I had that week too. And for a pizza connoisseur as myself, I kind of wanted to remember that, so I can't forget Chicago style. That's good stuff, you know?
You got a good memory.
I try to do a lot of these shows. I got to keep the memory intact somehow. Well, tell us what's been going on. We mentioned this new single. It's out there across all the DSPs for people. It is October. How excited were you to get this one out to fans?
I keep getting more excited every time I put a song out, but I think this one, it's hard for me to say, man. This one is really, really. It's like it gave me goosebumps. It gave me goosebumps when I was told I've got the opportunity to put it out as an artist. When the songwriter pitched it to me, it's unbelievable. I'm so stoked about this song. I love this song. I hope everyone loves it as much as I do.
Let's talk about the writing in this. When you look back at it too, and the ideas, I'm always curious to see where these things kind of originate from, or where you guys were, time and place, things like that, or if it's like getting up in the morning early or just out and about or whatever through personal experience. Where did this one kind of originate from?
This one actually is one of my first songs that was pitched to me by a different group of songwriters. I wasn't a part of writing it. I'll tell you what, me and my manager got in my truck and he was like, hey, we just got sent this song. They wanted to see if we would like it and see if we'd like to put our vocals on it. And, you know, if it's up our alley. And so he hit the play button, and immediately when I heard Ryan Hurd's voice on there singing, I got the chill bumps, man. And I just knew, like, the song, when y'all listen to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I hope you know what I'm talking about. I hope you have the same experience I did the first time I listened to it, because I got goosebumps and I was just fired up.
Mm-hmm. We got to play this one too. And thanks for letting us play it. And we're not going to wait any further right now. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and our friends out there, the Sports Guys podcast.com, and of course, thwn.org and iHeartRadio podcast. It's Kaleb Sanders, Heartbreak Carousel. It takes you on one of those carousels through life. Here it is on the Backstage Pass. Stay tuned.
We buy the ticket, we take the ride. It's deja vu each Friday night. You say you love me, I know you're lying. We're both addicted and wonder why. Same old bender, same dark corner, same bartender, same drink order. Midnight cross that line. Same your place or mine. Round and round we go. carousel. 6 in the morning, you're already gone. Don't need no warning, same old song and dance we always do. Till you get lonely, nothing new. Round and round and round we go, shot for shot like rock and roll. We both pretend that we don't know, but in the end up alone. We go in circles if you can't tell. It feels like heaven, hurts like hell. Round and round back to the well, riding on this heartbreak carousel. Same old bender, same dark corner, same bartender, same drink order, same I wish we could be friends. One kiss, here we go again. Round and round and round we go, shot for shot like rock and roll. We both pretend that we don't know, but in the end up alone. We go in circles if you can't tell. It feels like heaven and hurts like hell. Round and round back to the well, riding on this heartbreak carousel. Carousel, heartbreak carousel.
What's up, Farm Flops? This is recording artist Hastings, and you're listening to the best in music, sports, and entertainment. It's the Backstage Pass with Brandon Morell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org. You can also stream on iHeartRadio Podcasts. You're going to be glad you did.
At JK Subaru, we love our cars.
And we love our customers.
We believe in being a positive force
in our community by being involved and giving back.
Respecting your time every time.
Our promise is a brighter future.
We all do our part to keep our promise to you.
At JK Subaru, we are more than just selling cars.
We are your neighbors, friends, and even family.
More than a car dealer, our people make the difference. JK Subaru at the airport.
Hey guys and gals, this is national recording artist Ronnie Chris, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast with Brandon Morell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org and on iHeartRadio Podcasts. It's a Grand Slam music, sports, and entertainment.
The Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix, is a 2-hour show playing independent and mainstream country music you know and love. Be sure to check it out at thecadengordonshow.com for more information on the show.
Hey guys and gals, this is Colby Calais, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass with Brandon Morell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio Podcasts. It's a grand slam of music, entertainment, and sports.
Elevate your next event with Backstage Pass DJ, MC, and announcer services, where unforgettable moments take center stage. We specialize in bringing energy and excitement to a wide range of occasions, including weddings, birthdays, corporate events, school dances, graduations, family reunions, class reunions, anniversaries, engagement parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, office parties, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, conferences, and more. No matter the venue, whether it's a banquet hall, ballroom, conference, or convention center, concert hall, outdoor venue, office, community center, barn, or any location of your choosing, our team ensures seamless entertainment tailored to your needs. Let Backstage Pass create the perfect vibe, keep your guests engaged, and turn your celebration into a lasting memory. Book your event with Brandon Morell and Backstage Pass today. Go now to thesportsguyspodcast.com and enhance your next event with Backstage Pass.
Hey, country music fans, this is Nashville recording artist Jeff Bates, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio Podcast. You can also tune in on thwn.org.
And of course, it's going to be busy right there too. DJ services, football, music. We just do it all here. And it's a grand slam of music, sports, entertainment here on the Backstage Pass Award nominated to out there. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network out there and our friends, the sportsguyspodcast.com, iHeartRadio Podcast, and of course, thwn.org. Mentioned how good that was. It is October. Heartbreak Carousel's out there too. Hey, let's go into a little bit of the last album. I want to talk about, I love the title of this because you kind of feel, we get a sense of this. Closure comes out last year. A lot of cool songs off of there. Back here again with Kaleb Sanders on the show. A couple of beers from now was one of my favorite ones, my man. Love that one too. What did you expect when Closure came out? And talk about some of the highlights on that record for me.
You know, when Closure came out, I didn't, it was kind of just live and let live, you know. There was that kind of feeling because it's my first album that I would ever put out to the world. It was my first collection of songs that I had written, and I really just was like, I hope people enjoy this. I don't know how many people are going to enjoy this, but I hope people enjoy this as much as I did making it. And I was really fired up to put it out, and I feel like it moved a lot of needles for me as an artist. A couple beers from now is also my favorite one, so I'm glad that you feel that way.
It doesn't take me long, like I said, like what the ear likes when it comes down to music there. No Good at Letting Go. Let's get a little backstory on that one too, because I thought that kind of caught my vibe on the record too.
Yeah, that's kind of a poppy one. No Good at Letting Go. I wrote that with some friends. That one really resonated with me as far as like sort of the way I am. That story is it's pretty close to how my last relationship ended up. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, I wrote it down in my notes because I was just sitting there and I was like, oh man, I'm no good at letting go. Like she's up and moved on. She's just whatever. She's like whatever, and I'm over here just like I can't stop thinking about it. I gotta go do something.
Kind of hinted at that title right there, No Good at Letting Go. And like I said, holding on. Speaking of that, I love the title Closure there, which was that particular album. There's one called Be Better for the folks that haven't heard that one too. Talk about that one for me.
So Be Better, I actually was able to write that with my producer, Brad Wagner, and one of my favorite artists and singers and songwriters, Dave Finley. It was one of the first songs we wrote. It was the second song we ever put out. And Be Better is... it's kind of a testament to how I mean, it's a really personal testament to how I changed my behavior after one of my first relationships that I was in. And it was kind of just a big reflection of, you know, people can change, and I might have been kind of on one when we were together, but I've taken a good look in the mirror, and I'm going, you know what? That was my fault. My bad.
You know, you guys work so hard. I mean, 365 days a year. I mean, minus maybe a Christmas or a Thanksgiving off there to go home and see family. What's the best part about doing this whole thing? You know, being an artist, being in performing arts, and being in front of people. Talk about just the ride you've been on, and of course the support team you have, and your favorite kind of parts when you break this thing down, being called an artist.
That's a really good question because I enjoy every facet of it, but I think what I enjoy the most out of it is the things that a lot of people don't see. It's the crew that I'm with, the crew that keeps, like you said, the support team, my band, my managers, everyone at the label. It's incredible how much manpower it really does take to make an artist an artist. There's a lot I didn't know about that until we really started getting the ball rolling. And I think honestly, my favorite part is the camaraderie there, and because it really feels like I'm on a team again. You know, I played basketball growing up; that was my main thing. So if I kind of felt like teamless for a little bit, and as I was doing the artist thing, and then all of a sudden, here we go, back on a team. And so it's got to be that. and then getting to play in front of people live and talking to them afterwards has become my absolute favorite part of the entire career. It makes it worth it to hear how my music affects other people in a positive way.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing is, like, after the shows, you guys can go out there, visit the merch booth, visit the people kind of waiting that bought the tickets, things like that. Maybe sign some autographs from the merch that they bought too, and supporting you guys, and kind of going home with, a piece of merchandise. Like I said, with your logo on it, your name on a shirt, a cap. That's kind of a cool feeling as you guys are leaving a presence there on stage after the show, and then leaving it with somebody who may not come to a concert for 3 months from now, but remembers they had a great time at a show, right?
No, yes, my absolute favorite part is I'll get done, I'll put the mic down, I'll be like, I want to meet you guys. Come over to the merch booth. And it's a new thing to, I don't know. It was like randomly one day this year at one show. It really felt like it just happened all at once. All of a sudden, people were like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" And I was like, "This is new." And then they were like, "Can you sign this? Can you sign that?" I'm like, "What is going on?" Because I've been working really hard at this for a long time.
It sounds like it too, and you can see it through the music too. I love the authenticity of this, and we got to play one right now too. Is what we're going to show you guys. Came out there August 22nd, and we've all been there, man, for this song like this too. It's Kaleb Sanders, Kaleb Sanders.com. Make sure you guys go check it out there across all the DSPs. We've all been left at a bar. Left me at the bar. Here it is, Kaleb Sanders, the Backstage Pass, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and also our friends at THWN.org, and of course out there, iHeartRadio podcast and the Sports Guys Podcast.com. It's a grand slam of music, sports, entertainment. We do it all. Kaleb Sanders is going to do it for us right here on the Backstage Pass. Stay tuned.
Walked in and sat at a booth by the band. She kept her coat on and her keys in her hand. Wouldn't look me in the eye, and that's when I knew. Didn't even get our drinks before she said we were through. I gotta give credit where it's due. At least she left me at the bar. At least now I ain't gotta go too far to unbreak this heart. Swaying to the music, cold ones on the way, I'd say. I'm off to a good head start. At least she left me at the bar. Could've done it in a text or a quick phone call. Could've left me in the dark and said nothing at all. Could've done it at home, could've done it at the park. Could've done it on the way in the car, but at least she left me at the bar. At least now I ain't gotta go too far to unbreak this heart. Swaying to the music, cold ones on the way, I'd say. I'm off to a good head start. At least she left me at the bar. She picked the perfect place, 'cause I probably ended up there anyway. At least she left me at the bar. At least she left me at the. At least she left me at the bar. At least now I ain't gotta go too far to unbreak this heart. Swaying to the music, cold ones on the way, I'd say. I'm off to a good head start. At least she left me at the bar. At least now I ain't gotta go too far to unbreak this heart. Swaying to the music, cold ones on the way, I'd say.
Hey, y'all, this is Bucky Hurd with the Righteous Brothers, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can also stream the show on thwn.org and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
Elevate your next event with Backstage Pass DJ, MC, and announcer services, where unforgettable moments take center stage. We specialize in bringing energy and excitement to a wide range of occasions, including weddings, birthdays, corporate events, school dances, graduations, family reunions, class reunions, anniversaries, engagement parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, office parties, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, conferences, and more. No matter the venue, whether it's a banquet hall, ballroom, conference or convention center, concert hall, outdoor venue, office, community center, barn, or any location of your choosing, our team ensures seamless entertainment tailored to your needs. Let Backstage Pass create the perfect vibe, keep your guests engaged, and turn your celebration into a lasting memory. Book your event with Brandon Morell and Backstage Pass today. Go now to thesportsguyspodcast.com and enhance your next event with Backstage Pass.
Hey, everybody, this is Jarrett Ray Reddick, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org and on iHeartRadio podcasts.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceover, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Hey folks, this is Australian country star Andrew Swift, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and on the sportsguyspodcast.com, and anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts and at thwn.org.
The Caden Gordon Show is a 2-hour show playing the best in country music. So check it out at thecadengordonshow.com. Again, that is thecadengordonshow.com.
Hey, this is country music artist Wynn Williams, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts. You can also listen on thwn.org.
At JK Subaru, we love our cars.
And we love our customers.
We believe in being a positive force
in our community by being involved and giving back.
Respecting your time every time.
Our promise is a brighter future.
We all do our part to keep our promise to you.
At JK Subaru, we are more than just selling cars.
We are your neighbors, friends, and even family.
More than a car dealer, our people make the difference. JK Subaru at the airport.
What's up, y'all? This is Nashville recording artist Brooke Eden, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Listen anytime on iHeart Podcasts and at thesportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org.
And about to be on my third one there too, the Outback, the Ascent. Went by there. Of course, we were live at JK Subaru last week talking sports with Dan Matthews of Sports Talk 790 out there talking about how these Astros might pull through and make the postseason coming up here with 11, 12 games left or whatever it is. So big thing is get in the postseason, and you never know what's going to happen there too at the same time. Always appreciate the relationship with Sports Talk 790. Of course, all shows KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and the Sports Guys podcast.com. Back here with Kaleb Sanders. I mentioned that too. We could leave in a Subaru. I've got left at a bar before too and had to call for backup and say, come get me. It left me at the bar. We just played here on the show. Talk about this one, the idea, because what a country song this made, right?
Honestly, man, left me at the bar. It's another one that, as an artist, I got the privilege of. It was pitched to me by a dear friend, my buddy Joe Haydell. We were playing a live show, a writers round here in Nashville, and he pitched it to me right in front of the whole crowd. He was like, "Hey, y'all, I'm gonna play this one. It's called Left Me at the Bar, and I'm gonna right here in front of y'all pitch this to Kaleb, my buddy Kaleb here, and see if he wants to cut it and put it out." And I was like, "Oh, it must. Oh, okay. Let's listen to it." He seems pretty confident in this. Man, he started playing it, and that whole bar went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
They loved it, and my jaw dropped. Man, I was like, this is a fun song, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you gotta let me cut it. And he's like, I just told you could. I said, you gotta let me. I just kept saying it because I was just like astounded. And then he kind of retracted his statement, and I was like, no. He said, no, I'll cut you a deal. You got to get 4 months in a row of 250,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and you can cut it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, challenge accepted. Let's see what I can do. And I was able to pull it off this summer. So.
And it worked out. Yeah.
Yeah. It worked out. Yeah, I love this song. It's one of my favorite ones to perform live. It's just, it resonates with everybody. Everybody knows what this feeling is. You know?
We do. Like, yep. Even back in my drinking days too. I don't drink anymore, but when I did drink, we got left at a bar many, many times, and colleagues would call for backup, or sometimes it was Uber or Lyft or one of those two. She got left there, and they'd been drinking, and of course somebody's like, "Who's the DD?" The designated driver there too. At the same time, I was like, "Well, I got left there and had to find some way to get home too." You know, you've had so much fun with your music too. I love this, Kaleb, because it's a lot of fun out there. We mentioned about a couple of beers from now. Which was off that single that you guys had put out. But I loved even off that little 2-song EP back in July. I shouldn't say EP. I mean, 2-song release. Money Can't Buy. Let's talk about that one for a sec.
Money Can't Buy. Another one where I was privileged to. It was pitched to me. I wasn't a part of writing that one, but my producer was, and the same guy, Joe Haydell, who had written "Left Me at the Bar," wrote this one as well. And the second I heard this one, my jaw dropped within the first couple seconds, and I said, "Why is it? How long? When did you write this?" And they were like, 2 years ago. And I said, "Why has nobody grabbed this?" And they're like, "We don't know. You tell us." I said, "Will you guys please can somebody ask your publisher? Like, let me know. I love this song." And I waited, and I kind of bit my nails for a few weeks, and they were like, "Yeah, you're good to cut it." And I said, "No."
That's the cool thing about songs. You're right. You never know where they're going to come from. You get pitched a lot. You got to decide if it's for you and if it makes sense and if it just has that vibe and that feel and what it's going to do to an audience. And I'll tell you another one that was last year when you guys cut this was in, I think we talked about this during CMA week, was Man of the House. And this was May of last year. But we did talk about this because I realized, like, okay, now I'm a dad. I can understand what this is about. You know, my father was growing up, my mom, things like that. But this is a powerful tune that I'm sure you guys can play live. This Man of the House is fantastic, man.
Man of the House, we play it every time we get a 45-minute to an hour set. When we get enough time to break down into an acoustic, that's probably my favorite part of the show. Is getting able to tell that story about the reason why I wrote the song. And then just getting into the song, it's probably one of the most, in my experience, one of the most felt and understood. I think a lot of people in the room feel seen when they hear this song, and they connect with it so deeply. And it is by far the most meaningful song I've ever written, or I probably will ever get pitched. I don't. It just has a very special place in my heart. And something really cool about that one, I was playing it at a bar in Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and I get off stage. It was the last song I played. It was an amazing reaction. Like the crowd went silent. It was in one of those real loud bars. The crowd went silent, and they just cheered real hard at the end. I get off stage, and this big jack dude with a beard walks up to me. He's all like tatted up, and he's like, "Hey man, my name's Zach. I just wanted to say that I really like your sound, and you're not normal." And I went, "I recognize this guy." I'm like looking at him, and I'm like, and he's like, "No. I meant not normal in a good way." And I was like, "No, I'm not. I know what you meant by that. Are you Zach Brown?" And he goes, "Yeah." And we ended up chopping it up, and then he gave me his number, and he wanted to help me with that song, so he helped me record it and get it polished up and sounding right. He's like, "I want this to sound the best it can before you put it out," and it meant the world to me. It was like a dream come true that happened. It was very cool, very cool.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about Nashville we're seeing now is, you mentioned more collaborations that are going on, the crossover of different sounds. And we probably talked about this too during CMA week, as always, too, when you're doing a radio show, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I love this because it's so much, embedded there too. And you mentioned about that songwriters and getting pitched things. Talk about just how powerful collaboration is in the industry now and all the crossovers, that we see coming over now to blend music and kind of make something for everybody, right?
Yeah, I mean it's by far one of the most important things for us as songwriters and as singers and artists is the collaboration here. When I first moved to town, it was one of the things that made me as hopeful as I was when I was getting my start, was the fact that everyone was so supportive of each other, and collaborations were it was just growing and becoming more and more diverse as far as like which direction everyone's willing to go. And now we've got like hip hop artists crossing over to country, and pop artists, and a lot of collaborations in and out of that. And it's just really, really cool to see because it brings in all different types of folks, and it blends us all together to the one thing we can all, sing Kumbaya with: music. That's it.
That is, man. You mentioned Kumbaya. You're right. Sing everything about music and make people just feel something and resonate with it. Hey, y'all did that with the release earlier this year. I always love to see kind of what's around, the two things of the year: Valentine's Day and Christmas. And Valentine's Day this year, you guys took out what I thought was a great song here, because we all have those relationship problems. But looking back at it, you put out one called "Right Guy." Talk about this one and the choosing to release it on such a special day for a lady, boyfriend, husband, things like that, because this song really did it for me too, knowing I have just a great significant other in my life too. But "Right Guy," man, was a great time to release that Valentine's Day, wasn't it?
Well, if you dive into the lyrics on "Right Guy," it's slightly anti-Valentine's Day.
I can sense that a little bit.
The underlying message for that song for me was, I really related. It really resonated with me, the story of the guy who's, I want all these things. I want the house in the country on the hill with you. I want our name on the mailbox. I want it to be our name.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just the right guy at the wrong time. There's I recognize there's things I need to work on within myself, and it doesn't feel right to move forward right now. And that was something that was really resonating with me at the time. And that was my first release with Red Street Records, the label that I had just signed with this year. And we announced the signing the day that we released that song, and it was it's a special song for a lot of reasons, and with that information included.
Yeah, like I said, I probably looked at it that different way too. I guess being married now for 15 years, you kind of look back and you say to yourself, yeah, that's something I can get used to too at the same time. But there were some, you mentioned anti-Valentine's Day lyrics that made me kind of feel that it could go the other way too at the same time. So, again, I just kind of look at the positive.
It depends on
the negative.
Depends on how you listen to it.
I guess it hits everybody in many different ways. Hey, I know there's Florida raised, and of course living in Nashville now too. Talk about, I guess the football question I had to get out. For you growing up, was it the Miami Dolphins or was it another NFL team?
When I was growing up, it wasn't an NFL team.
Okay.
for any of us. I grew up right near the University of Florida,
Okay.
and it was during the Tebow era, and so we were all hyped about college football,
Mm-hmm.
and that was what we had our eyes on.
Florida Gators. Yeah.
The Florida Gators. Yep.
Hey, a tough one. Like I said a few weeks back there, LSU, of course, but hey, still some good games coming up too. And I don't know, you're talking about Napier, and is this going to be the last season for this, under fire, what have you? But look, Florida is a great recruiting town. Love Gainesville. Been down there so many times when I'd go cover baseball and spring training down there too for all the different camps. But Florida, if you're at a university, down there too, that's like one of the meccas there, and the rivals being Florida State and things like that. And of course, they got to put up with the U and stuff. But there's so many things to love about Gainesville. I love Gainesville.
Yeah, Gainesville's a great place to be. I've spent a lot of time there. I've spent a lot of time there in my college days. Yeah.
So you've been to some of those the swamp down there too, and seen some of those Gator games, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was electric back then. I haven't been in a long time, but I tell you what, back then I went as a kid, and then I went, in the college days too, and it was electric.
I love it. Great town. I got to get there one day too, just like Death Valley at LSU. And of course, I went to Kyle Field, me being the Texas A&M Aggie fan down here. And the SEC, just one of the best conferences out there too, the best in college football. I'll go ahead and just say it out there. I'm not afraid to say that too, but it is the best because of the best teams. That's why Texas, Oklahoma went there and paid all that money to buy out there and get in the best conference, to play the elite of the elite out there too, and all the 5-star recruits and the head coaches, things like that. And I'll tell you, man, it's a little bit of a parity we've seen in college football to start this season too. I mean, you got Ohio State and you got everybody behind them too, but I mean, you look at A&M beating Notre Dame and some other key road wins. I mean, Texas struggling with Ohio State. This could be anybody's year to win a national title, right?
It seems like a real good race this year. There's just from all angles, you don't know who's going to take it, but we'll see. I think we'll see as the year goes on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see who's really consistently putting up the W.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see. It's going to change. Of course, the Associated Press poll top 25 is going to sit there and change as much as anything else. Kind of like somebody's morning breakfast or dinner out there changes daily, because you don't eat the same thing every day. Or maybe some people do, Mike, but I know for me, it's like taste buds and whatever else is out there too. For the good, that poll is going to change out there. Hey, when you get some free time, Kaleb, what are some things you like to do for kind of the downtime or hobbies?
My favorite thing to do around this time of year is build a fire and hang out with the buddies, listen to music, sometimes play the guitar, sing together, and watch football. And you know what? That's this time of year. When it's summertime, I am on the water as much as possible. I'm out on the water. If I can get on a boat, if I can get on a wake surfboard, I'm doing it. And but I love the fall. You get on a side-by-side and you just ride around. That's just kind of what we've always done.
Mm-hmm.
Get on a side-by-side, ride around in the middle of nowhere, blasting music. Everyone's drinking. Everyone's having a good time. Except for the driver.
Except for the driver, yes. We need a designated driver out there too at the same time. Hey, looking back, you mentioned those hobbies and having fun there too. Nashville's such a great town, but I tell you, man, it's become like a test market for restaurants now these days. And every time I go there, there's like some new place that's opening up or somebody's trying to get me to eat at. What are some of the places when you're kind of out and about? Where do you like to go dine in?
That's a really good question. I like to mix it up a lot.
Okay.
I like to mix it up a lot. I'm all about the vibe in the restaurant, and I was raised on this message here because my dad and my grandfather had a restaurant whenever they were young, and they would always say the handshake of the host determines the taste of the roast. So I always pay attention to the host is the most important person in the restaurant. You could have the worst, not the worst food. You could have the most mediocre food, but if you get treated like you are the coolest person on the planet while you're there, it's going to make it taste pretty good. You're going to have a great experience. So that's one thing that I pay attention to a lot. I think though, some of the places where I've had that experience, I'm not going to lie. If you're swinging through Nashville and you've got the opportunity to stop into STK and experience that. Have you been there yet?
I have not been to that place, STK. I'm going to have to experience it next time we go for an event. Yeah.
STK has one of the most, it's the most wonderful service, and they got some great food too. I got some Wagyu beef there. Come on. It was so good. That,
We
and
like
you
to
know
say,
what?
yeah.
You can't miss Hall's Chop House. Hall's
Okay.
Chop House is great here. And you know what? There's a lot of, if you see a food truck, I don't care where it is. I'm telling you, if you see a food truck selling tacos or anything, stop by. Stop by. Because you have no idea what you're missing out on if you don't stop at one of those.
Yep, food trucks tend to be some of the best places out there. You can have like the hole in the wall places you can actually eat at and get some great food. Of course, like I said, depending on where you like to eat. I was going to say, I love some of that Wagyu because that's good beef out there too. If nobody's ever tried that, depending on where you're listening around the world, since we're in 27 countries worldwide now too. Well, I tell you what, man, love the sound. This music is fantastic. That's why we had to have you back and do a full length one of these. KalebSanders.com. Make sure it's KALEB when you guys are typing in the Google search or wherever you guys go download your music, all the DSPs out there. Heartbreak Carousel across all the DSPs. Make sure you guys give us some feedback. Give him some feedback out there and let us know that you listen to the interview no matter what country you're in too. Of course, more great shows coming up here as we're in October, and more great shows coming up over those following few weeks leading up to Halloween coming up there October 31st. And, of course, continuing coverage of Hampshire Finette football all season long on the sportsguyspodcast.com. Kaleb, we appreciate the time, my friend. Looking forward to more great, more great songs out there to release. Congrats on Heartbreak Carousel and all the great catalog of songs. And brother, come back anytime here with us. Hope you enjoyed it.
Brother, thank you so much. I will be back anytime you ask me to.
You got it right there. Red Street Records, congrats on the record deal. All great team. Brooklyn, all of theirs, just a great job. And that whole team, we love interviewing all their great artists out there. More great shows coming up. Again, thanks to all these sponsors, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and our friends out there, thwn.org and the sportsguyspodcast.com, YouTube, Facebook, and anytime out there too on iHeartRadio podcast. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. God bless. We will see you soon.
Hey, y'all. This is Paul and Hannah McClure of Bethel Music.
Yeah, and you're listening to the Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org and anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts.